Let's talk some wrestling. What are you watching right now? Wrestling's in like a great / super weird time.
Yeah. Very weird.
Very weird time. It's really funny for me. Like, as much as I feel like I'm kind of like still in the wrestling space because of this podcast and who I get to talk to and all of those things, I also feel like very removed and just like observing everything that's going on. But I mean, with you being such an avid wrestling fan, what are you watching? What's talking to you? Give me the Ron Funches scoop.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, not much, Renee. Not much is talking to me.
Yeah.
They seem to like get started, and then unfortunate thing with the CM Punk injury, because I kind of feel like that was going to be really fun to see how that could build up and how that would go, and then you got just basically injuries around the board.
So many.
I enjoyed the New Japan Dominion show. I just am a big fan of Jay. I'm a big fan of Jay White and Tama Tonga.
Oh yeah,
human beings. I love both of them. People. I did the Bullet Club block party like years ago, and again, not that many people. Some people knew where I was. A lot of people did, and they treated me and my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. They treated us with so much love and so much respect that I've always been just a big fan of Tama and Jay. And to see Jay kind of come into his own and really like, he's like, I think he's one of the top 3 wrestlers today right now. He's really great right now.
Who else are those other 2?
I'm Daniel Bryan Danielson, probably your husband. He's doing really good work right now.
Isn't
well, and he's so lean.
Oh my God, let me tell you how much his leanness chaps my ass. This guy every night before going to bed smashes like a pint of ice cream, makes a hot chocolate with whipped cream with crushed up like Butterfinger on it. The guy's living the good life right now. And just maintains this leanness. I
totally understand that, Renee, because on the show I work with this guy Joe Booster, who is basically a male model turned comedian. He was already a comedian, but he could just be a male. I think he is a model.
That's not fair. You can't be like that's like, you got to pick a lane. You can't have it all.
You can't have it all. And yeah, he does. Yeah, he managed to do so. Got like eight pack abs and just a chiseled body. And then like I'm on set with him, and this dude is just eating donuts, eating nachos. At the premiere last night, he's just housing pizza. And I'm like, if I even look in the direction of one of these things, I'm gonna put on 5 pounds. And so I just get so mad.
Genetics are bullshit, man. Like it's really not fair. Yeah, John's like, I don't know, if I go for a run, I'm probably gonna get too skinny. I'm like, you know how far I have to run to like really see some effects? God. Yeah, some people, man, they just their bodies are on it. They got that high metabolism. They're cranking it out.
What are you liking, Renee? What's catching your eye?
Well, God, I mean, to be completely honest, for the most part, I'm watching more AEW stuff because I'm watching what John's doing. I'm around that a little bit more often. I still will watch all of the WWE pay-per-views. I just watched Hell in a Cell. Obviously, I thought what Cody and Seth were able to do was a miracle, first of all. But they had a great match. I thought the women did really, really great. But yeah, honestly, a lot of times during my downtime right now, I need like a little bit of a palate cleanser. I feel like I get a little wrestlinged out sometimes, and I need to take a little bit of a breather. So I'll swing way the other way. Like the other night, I was like, okay, just have like a second to myself. What am I going to do? What am I going to put on? I started watching Conversations with Friends on Hulu. Sometimes I just like some slow, moody shit, and it's great.
I really feel like being a parent really in these early days, it allows you to just dig into your weirdest and most unique of you and habits. I've been the same way. Watching, sometimes I also get wrestling out, and my son will be up at 1 or 2, and I try to help out, and I'll end up just like, I'm like, I want to, you know what I want to watch? The 1996 NBA Eastern Conference semifinals.
Guys are so weird. Dude, they're weird, man.
It's weird.
Love that. I love it.
It's very weird, but you get, I'm like, oh, that's good teamwork. There's a lot of good teamwork happening here.
I love that. It's so funny when like random stuff like that pops in your head. Like I'll go down like a big rabbit hole now having a daughter. I'm like, oh, what can she watch? I don't like what kind of cartoons can I, lead her towards? So the other day, well, this isn't a cartoon, but I put on Labyrinth. I loved Labyrinth growing up. She's not at the stage where she cares about television yet, but I'll try to like find like old Strawberry Shortcake or Rainbow Bright, Care Bears, all of those 80s cartoons are all on YouTube. Or I get into like some really weird, like Canadian television, like Mr. Dress Up. Is it called Tonight Special? I think it's called Tonight Special. I'll have to do a little fact check on that. But today's special. It's today's special.
Today's special.
Today's special. Yeah.
I know about these because my wife is Canadian.
Yes.
I'm familiar with Mr. Dress Up. Otherwise, I would not at all know who Mr. Dress Up is and then not cross over.
He's like the kind of more like a little more beat down Mr. Rogers.
I heard he had a lot of buttons. Were there a lot of buttons?
A lot of buttons.
A lot of buttons with him. Here's my question to you. Are you familiar with a little clothing website called Retro Kid?
No.
Oh, you might love this because you're Canadian. Because
this is bad.
Is created by this gentleman named Eric, who I love. He's actually Bugs Bunny now, and many other creatures and animals, Puss in Boots. He's a lot of things. He's one of my voiceover mentors. I love him very much. Wow. But he's also super Canadian, and he made this company where they have all these great crew necks and buttons up. They get to work with some great like national brands. They did an Inspector Gadget run that was really enjoyable, but what they specialize in is you could probably right now go purchase yourself a Mr. Dress Up hoodie if you want to. My wife has one. She wears it all the time.
Going to I actually just stumbled upon, because I'm that sucker that falls for every Instagram ad, but I found this website that had this like really great old school ET sweatshirt that I bought. I also got a Bart Simpson baseball tee, and I got like a Care Bears denim jacket, which I don't think I needed, but we'll see what happens. Maybe my daughter will be amused by it at some point.
You talking strictly mainstream cartoons, but I'm telling you, this company, they just put out a drop on Heinz ketchup chips.
Shut the f*** up.
If you wanted yourself a Heinz ketchup chip hoodie, you could be wearing that.
Oh no, this is dangerous. I'm literally, as soon as we jump off, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be ransacking that website 100%. Oh my God. So great. Let's talk a little commentary for you. Do you ever plan on jumping back on commentary? I know it's something that you were doing with GCW for a little while. Is that something you want to do again?
Possibly. I can't really see myself doing that consistently just because it's with the GCW and the LA fight shows that they were doing. They're like weekly shows, and I got my career is going well, so I can't really do that for no money. I can't have all these little passion projects. What I am doing, Renee, I can't really get into too much detail because we don't have a drop date or anything, is that I'm starting a pro wrestling podcast with our good friends at Spotify. And it's basically going to be me. It's going to be kind of character based. Basically, imagine if we took the world of First Take and Stephen A. Smith and applied it all strictly to professional wrestling. Oh my God. Who else are you doing it with? Can you say? I'm putting together a team as we speak. I was hoping you could come by and do some debates. I would love to, please. I would love to be a part of that. That's amazing. It's going to be a fun time. I love it. And I love a place that's going to give me money to just practice, to just do weird stuff and see if it fails or not. I'm excited. That's great. Things are coming up funches right now. Yeah. It's working out. That's great. Oh my God.
That's very cool. I feel like, I mean, there's so many different like wrestling podcasts, but I think getting like the right people together, the right chemistry, finding the right topics, obviously on the creative side of things, I feel like that's something you would knock out of the park.
Yeah,
But
I think it could be really fun. And also, I feel like so many of them focus on like so much behind the scenes stuff. And
yes,
I'm gonna more apply the like sports world of like we'll treat some of these things as real.
yeah.
And so, and then that way
That's
it
more
can,
fun. I
yeah.
hate like I don't like getting into like the nitpicky things. Like I just like keeping wrestling fun. I don't want to get
Mhm.
in the trenches or like I don't know. I like the fun side of things. So I like the idea of keeping it like more on like that creative, yeah, keep things in that real world. That's way more fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be a blast. I'm excited about it.